families stuck together, they could make it through their hardships. The Jodes maintained a strong nucleus and made many differences in the camps they attended. The Jodes were what one would say immutable.
Waldo Emerson's concept of the oversoul was something I connected to in a particular story. Emerson's concept was that a group of people collectively could become as one. They can overcome their hardships. This premise can be seen in the book, meaning that all of the migrant workers came together as one and fought for what they believed in.
Overall, Steinbeck's novel shows us that we're all equal. No matter the fortune or the fame one has acquired, we all have the power to make something of ourselves. People often give up on things in life, but this book conveyed that all obstacles can be overcome with the belief in one. For these very reasons, I've enjoyed this book as you will also.
At this time, we're going to continue on, judges, because I think it's very important that you understand that these students had a journey that they had to cross. That one of the things was a portfolio requirement that they fought tooth and nail on. I'm going to add the humor, yes, you guys did. But Caitlin Tools is going to talk to you about the importance of the portfolio with the work of John Steinbeck.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Tools, and I will be talking about our portfolios. In our portfolios, we have a table of contents which allows us to keep track of all of our assignments. Next, we have our quizzes and summaries that we have done for the Grapes of Wrath. Then we have our informational articles. Last, we have our writing prompts from the Grapes of Wrath. Our writing prompts are just like quotes from the book that our teacher, Miss Murray, would give us to have us reflect on what we thought that quote meant or our take on that quote for the story. That's it.
The initiative of allowing you to look at her portfolio so you can kind of have a reference point on that. So as we're going through the process, we're going to be speaking, please feel free to ask her any questions afterwards on the portfolio requirements and such. And at this time, one of the prompts that I asked the kids to do was to picture the land as a character. And there are two young ladies that, all of my children had wonderful responses. I'm going to say that for the record. But there was two that just came out that is going to evoke emotion, and I said I got very teary-eyed. So at this time, I would like to present to you first Ms. Anna Chavez and second Ms. Abigail.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm going to read my Imagine the Land as a Character prompt. I'm the land. I'm exhausted, dirty, and worn out. I've lost my vibrancy. My skin is scorched and water is vacant. It peels, sheds, and creates dust. So much dust that it's hard to breathe. I used to be full of life, vibrant in every way. I helped people, and they helped me. Now they use me more than I can sustain. It hurts me physically. They've drained my life, giving gifts for me, and still ask for more. The more of myself I try giving, the more I can't help them. They made me like this, and now they've screwed over their own lives. I want to help, but I can't give much more. I'm suffering. I'm alive in spirit more than actuality. I've died long ago. They killed me with the tractors. I'm a ghost waiting to return to a body. I want to help, but I can't. I'm sorry. Let me be. Let me regain my strength and my life-giving gifts so I can help you. I beg of you, stop before the winds come. It's too late. You're all suffering. I tried warning you. I tried helping you. But now you're living in a cloud of my flesh, the dust bowl.
Good morning. My name is Abigail Herrig, and I will be reading my prompt, Imagine the Land as a Character from the novel The Grapes of Wrath. I am the land known as America. I have seen many things and many people over the course of my life. In the beginning, there were all kinds of animal and plant life. Then, the people who are now known as the Native Americans settled on me. They took only what they needed and treated me well. We lived peacefully for many years. Then, one day, the Europeans came. They took settlement of me on the eastern border. They started moving further and further west, taking more and more of me. They pushed the Native Americans from where they lived. To be honest, I was a little afraid of these newcomers. But over time, they prevailed and became a strong country to be reckoned with. They were a strong and smart country, but they didn't see what they were doing to me. They were overusing me, not realizing the outcome. I know they needed the crops, but it hurt. It hurt. It hurt to be constantly turned over and plowed. I tried to hold on, I really did, but you can only take so much. Then the wind came. I'm worn out and tired, scars cover my body. The people who counted on me are starving and dying. There's still a part of me that's useful. I just hope that people understand and learn from their mistakes. I'm not the one who caused this, but a part of me still feels responsible. I'm sorry.
You guys are going to be in for a surprise. That young redhead, that beautiful redhead. I forgot what people sign, sister. You knocked them dead. Miss Lumley, right now to tell a story.
Hi, my name is Taylor Lumley, and I'll be reading my essay based on the quote, "Merchandising was secret to them, and if the Joad family ever came out on the fair side of a bargain." In Steinbeck's novel, The Grapes of Wrath, we see many hardships faced by the Joad family. The Dust Bowl uprooted their lives with loss of crop and income. They decided to sell everything they could to move to California, filled with false prophecies of great wages and plentiful employment. They didn't know what the future held. They needed money so they wouldn't starve. Nothing went right in California. No one liked the Okies, and the wages they could get were not even worth the money. But they still worked for whatever they could get, because they were desperate. Steinbeck is conveying that the world of business revolves around profit. They don't care if you're starving. They will not give you charity. They're taking advantage of your desperation and hunger, your hunger for nourishment, your hunger to survive, your hunger to feed your children, and your unending hunger to just feel okay. The Joads haven't yet to come out on the better side of a bargain. It's either the wages are barely enough, the prices of food are too high, or the police are trying to run them out of the county. The grandparents died on the way. Noah left thinking everyone would be better off without him. Connie left. The family was broken apart. You don't see any fair deals in this novel. It's the car salesman selling you a lemon and refurbishing it to make it seem like a great car and it'll break down after 300 miles. It's the company owners giving you 2.5 cents for a crate of peaches. It's the organizations taking advantage of desperation. You don't find anyone honest and kind unless they're in the same situation. Like the people in the Hooverville or the government camps. They'll help you. They'll share what little they have because they know how it feels to be hungry. It seems as if no one wants you. They call you an Okie and push you around like dirt. And that's how low you feel. You can't feed your children. You're watching them starve. You sold everything you own to be pushed around and exposed to excessive police brutality just because you want to speak. You're always on the move. You'll work for anything. A piece of bread. Desperation can change a man. You do anything to feed your family. Keep your mouth shut. Don't talk or they'll kick you out. Get faster. Don't bruise them. We're looking for work. Cotton pickers? Have a bag? All right. It'll cost you $1. We uprooted our lives for the prosperous California. Winter is coming. There'll be no work then. Have to feed the family. There's no such thing as a fair deal. You're desperate. The companies know that. They'll take what you can. Your fruit is picked in exhaustion and hatred. The grapes of wrath.
Could not be here today. He is dealing with a family emergency, and he asked me to do him a favor. So to his group, he wanted to apologize, and he said to you that he, right now, he knows that you will do just fine, and he made sure that his material came. But he asked me to, he had something he wanted to say to the judges. Life of the Turtle by Robert Petitore. A greater power shapes my universe, locks in the world under an oval marked with circles. Every time I'm hit, I fall and I hurtle. Why must I go so far to be find fertile? The tides have changed, my ocean has come to be what? A wave of dust calls to the plains? As I reach destiny, my shells protects me from pain. But even this natural gift is not of gain. It may be a curse or else the worst of text. What may be held next as my cup shape toe step? Let me shield not define me. You must see me as it may be. It uses repeat. When I hide in my armor, I am scared of what lays out in the deep. It makes it harder for me to believe in the darkness of my nest I cannot see. I hold on to my dreams, for one day I will find a perfect stream. If my fear and pain didn't come to me conquered, would I stick my head out to breathe? Or die waiting for my danger to leave? Why must I be in danger to me? I said my shell was not me, but yet I continuously hide under it, waiting to be free. The obstacles of this world are too much of a risk for me to be, or maybe I should risk it all. Take a fall, that would be glee. I hated the shell more than anything. I didn't feel like I wanted to be protected anymore as I slowly stepped in the dust. I noticed the family leaving their home after the tractor scared them away. The farmer and his family left in the car, and I would find myself stepping on a paper that fell out of the car window. It was dirty, and it had faded title on it, and the worker said, workers needed. Then I thought, how will these humans live with no shell such as mine? How will they deal with the sun, dangers of the dust lands, and still be fine? But I've learned over time on human lives, a life such as mine, my armor is my home, not for the fact I live in it, it's because it's a part of me, and we cannot stand alone. A home is love, and all above I see humans turn tents into houses just for one day, let alone. So maybe this shell is like my bones. It holds me tonight, it holds me together when danger's afloat, but even with it, I still climb to the highest peak. I never gave up. My shell, just like the houses of the farmers, clouded my judgment. A life made to live in a shell is not fit to tackle the world. As my eternal days end, I hope my shell in a lesson, not an empty shell that showed the end of me, but what a legacy I became in my old dusty armor. Now, students, at this time, I would like you to stand up, and I would like you to go to your exhibits. It is now time for the presentation.
I thought that was really nice.